This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
I'm going to run you over. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Hey, kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Like 17.
Hey, team 6.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Shift. Check 30.
On first down, Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Gotta slow it down, you know.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Kill.
61, matchbox light.
5-9.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Graham's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run, it's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11 on the ground. This is Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Sammy.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 25 on second down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Come on, y'all.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You gotta punt it, bro.
The first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone.
It might be the only
and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 21. Hey, easy.
Watch this.
Back. Easy, opposite. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Richardson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Give me 2 points then.
It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going.
Just because he read it don't mean he's going to be in the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
In double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, But how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the whip.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Crazy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Drew Brees speed is a 50.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brees. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, Okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out.
I'm coming after you. Kill. 12. Hey.
Keep Kamara at the line of scrimmage. That's all we got.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in the game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Play action. It's Newton.
Get the fuck out of here, man!
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Behind you, bro. That shit is backwards.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You can't block me. Check.
To throw again. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now a 1st down throw for Newton.
He won't even jump, bro.
Touchdown, Panthers. Panthers. Olsen.
Good game.
Greg Olsen, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
It's okay. If they is, guess what? We're going to meet again at the end of the last game of the season.
This two-shell pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's complete to Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Breeze now to throw. And now here's another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Complete. Smith has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first and 10, Newton being chased out left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. On third down, here's Kamara.
What? Oh, God, I'm supposed to knock this nigga head off. This nigga supposed to be in fucking Nigeria or somewhere.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Ooh, who is that? Who the fuck is that?
He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
This nigga got Joe Moore?
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. yards. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10
How does that get so long? He gonna run that stretch over there to that side.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he finds Jimmy Graham.
Oh, this one is stiff on Lucas.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point.
It's in the game because that's the same way I played against TC.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
I'll be paying attention to that shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Man.
Get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Hey, man. You
line.
said, I'm talking about it ain't like I'm throwing it on the run or, you know what I'm saying, doing
the
dumb
Panthers
shit.
out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
You gotta be a good sport about it, no matter what.
Throwing here, Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showing off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and it's complete. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. They've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So